want to tell you a story about the Alabama rig blues. You know, I went into the bait shop looking for a new rig. Dude behind the counter pointed over there. There was a whole wall full of them. Alabama rigs everywhere. So I said to the man, "Hey, can I buy as many as I want?" He said, "Oh yeah, but you got to go by the law." And that's when the DNR man stepped in. I said I wanted a new rig. And he said, "You need to know the law. Some states 3 hooks, some 4, some I don't know." So I said, "All right, how about I look it up next week? Maybe Friday, maybe the next day, I don't know." He said, "I don't think so. You got to know right now." So out the door I went out to my truck, and I tried to Google it up. But it's just an old flip phone, and it don't work since I dropped it in the lake. So I went back in, and I said, "Hey, DNR man, why you coming down so hard on me?" He said, "Man, it's just my job." And out the door he went. So I walked over to the wall. Don't need no red-eye shads, no $100 swim baits, no fancy painted up frogs. All I want is an Alabama rig. So I looked at him, looked him up and down. 2 hooks, 3 hooks, 4 hooks, I don't know. So I did what any good fisherman would do. I grabbed 2 of each. And out the door I went. Tried to figure out how to put it all together while I drove my truck to the lake. Just had a few minutes till my tournament starts. Dropped the rig on the floor, cut my finger, and just missed a possum on the side of the road. But I finally got to the lake. Put the boat in the water. Started tying on my first ever Alabama rig. Got it all tied on with a redneck Palomar knot. That's why I tied up with one hand and drink a beer with the other. But that don't matter right now. I was just getting in the boat when who do I see? My tournament director named Hoss. And guess what? He's pointing a finger at me. He said, "Boy, I see you got that rig. And there's one thing you need to know about that there rig." I said, "What about that there rig?" He said, "You can't use that here. Not today, not tomorrow, not the next day. Not in my tournament. I got one rule and one rule only." I said, "Man, I don't go by nobody's rules but mine. I know you're the big man, but I got to win me some money. So you tell me, Mr. Tournament Director, what is your one big rule?" And he told me, 1 rod, 1 bait, and 1 reel. I ain't won a derby since I don't know when. All I want to do is throw this rig and then catch me some big ones and cash me a check. I'm hoping no one sees me on the front of my deck. I guess I should have put on more than 8-pound line. This rig is really heavy and those leaders really shine. 1 rod, 1 bait, and 1 reel. Man, I hope that tournament director ain't fishing near me today. 1 bait. Who came up with that? I bet KVD's throwing one of these things. You just ain't seen no pictures yet. I hope this thing don't get snagged. Where the hell am I gonna store this thing? I wish it was foggy so no one could see what the heck I was doing. Come on, baby, bite.